Have you ever heard of grass-fed organic beef? Well, this is quickly growing in popularity. And today we're at Pathfinder Farms. Now this farm is in Catskill, New York. It's very near the Catskills mountain. And here we're here with the owner Jimmy Bulich. And he runs this organic farm, if you will. He's gonna give us a little tour of this farm of his where they have grass-fed cows, and this is really going to be interesting because his cows roam the pastures and they emit less methane gas. They make a smaller footprint on the environment. This is really going to be a cool little tour here of an organic farm, if you will, a type of farm that they used to do 80 years ago, the way Americans used to do things 80 to 100 years ago. It's better for the cows. The meat is better. The meat is tastier. So let's go on a little tour here with Jimmy Bulich at his farm where his cows are grass fed.
So what they'll do is they'll find a spot like in the woods down here, down under the hill by the shed. They'll go in the shed, just someplace where they're blocked from the wind. And if it's a freezing rain, they'll want to get inside or under a tree. They're actually small.
Really?
Compared to conventional
Factory,
average stuff, yes.
They're not like fattened up with a bunch of corn.
Right, and our largest cows here are probably, 900 to 1,000 pounds, whereas
Oh my gosh.
there's a lot of cows are in the 14 to 1,600 pound range. So.
They are coming.
Come on.
And because they're on the free range here, you don't need antibiotics too much.
We don't use any antibiotics, no vaccinations, nothing.
They look very happy.
So cute.
Come on over here.
Look at those ears.
Come on. There's a couple of calves in here, but they're probably laying down in the shade someplace.
Look at these animals. Look at these two. They're very close together.
Yes.
Yeah, they have good.
They're a herd animal. They want to be together. If one was outside the fence, they'd drive them crazy.
Really?
They want to be together. All of them.
Here they come.
Smooth.
What kind of, is there like a breed of cow this?
These are called belted Galloway.
Belted?
Belted. That's the belt is the white belt around them.
Belted Galloway.
Yeah, and it's a Scottish breed. It's and actually, there's quite a few people raising them now, but they have not been bred up like some of the Hereford and Angus breeds because they don't put on a lot of fat on the carcass. So they are relatively not tampered with for modern. So the size of these animals is pretty much what Hereford and Angus were in the 1950s. And that's what we wanted. We wanted a smaller animal because on grass they should be able to grow to 2 years old and be able to then have a calf and do everything on just grass. But when you have a much larger animal, it needs so much energy just for body maintenance.
Right.
So,
This reminds me of the farms in America in early 1900s.
exactly.
This is exactly how they used to do it back then.
Exactly. There's
Like-
a calf. See the calf over here?
Yeah.
That calf was born last Wednesday.
That's a
Oh
baby.
my god, that's a baby.
Last Wednesday the calf was born.
Was that big already?
So they just eat all day. Just eat and eat and eat and eat.
Yes.
And then lay.
They like to eat in the morning. So this time of year, like about 5 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the morning, they'll do a lot of eating. During the day, they'll get up and they'll roam around and eat a little bit. And then around 4 o'clock in the afternoon to about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening, they'll do a lot of eating. So what we do is we time our moves. We move them at 6 o'clock in the morning to a fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, these orange reels. All I will do is just open that up like a gate, and they'll just walk right through it.
Okay.
And these guys get trained. They're trained to. They understand exactly what's going on. That it's fresh grass. Just clap, walk over there, open it up, and they just walk right through it. Yeah.
And the way you identify your cows is through the ear tag. The ear tag. You don't have a brand. You don't have to brand them.
I don't brand.
You don't brand.
In fact, a lot of them don't even have ear tags. the ones that are born here, because I mean, I know who's who.
You know who's.
I see them every day. I know who's who came from who.
You got names for them?
Yes,
Everyone's got a name, huh?
yes.
Sure they do.
What's the big one's name there?
That's Betsy,
Betsy?
She's got pretty markings.
Rhonda,
Rhonda.
Wanda look like twice as bad.
Sammy. That's Ruby.
Ruby.
Aww.
There's Ruby.
Sammy.
I see
Yeah.
Autumn and
Oh, that's
Freedom.
Ruby.
Ruby, right?
She's the redhead.
Yeah.
Look at those ears.
Cows and calves.
So three males.
Oh my gosh, they're just eating and eating. Ripping up that grass and chewing it.
Yeah, this is just a little bit bigger.
But the little one's a
braid.
poly wire,
Right.
and it's electrical.
And then this is a fence post. Okay.
So
So
use the
this-
modern technology.
See, you just step on it. They put them like 25, 30 feet apart. Pull the line down. Hook it up to the fence. It's on. Because we have that technology now, it allows us to move the cows around. We don't just put them in one field and leave them there, because if you do that, they'll eat everything that they like, and you'll end up with a lot of stuff that's not, it's a bare pasture. This way, we keep them on a little piece of ground for a day, and then move to the next one, and then the grasses regrow and actually get stronger over time.
So yeah,
But if it wasn't for the poly wire and the portable fence post, that would be very hard to do. You'd have to basically have a herder that was moving them.
so yeah, you're farming like 1900s, but with modern technology.
Exactly. This makes it possible.
That's cool. Whereas if in the old way, you'd need about 3 or 4 ranch hands,
Exactly. And you would be moving the cattle over large areas of land.
always fixing the fence. That's what I like about this. You hardly ever have to fix the fence
Right.
because you got that one poly wire.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool. So this hay, this shed will be filled up with hay, and the cattle will go through 1.5 of these for a season.
You don't see this.
This is where they keep the hay, and again, this will be filled up, and the 16 cows will eat this whole hay for the whole winter.
Pushing and shoving around, but it's hierarchy stuff usually. This is the shed that they have access to in the wintertime.
Oh, okay.
They also are under these trees, the cedar trees, and this goes down in here. And if you notice, see as we get down here, we're off the hill.
Yeah.
And these woods, this northwest is this way.
Here's a big, beautiful black walnut tree.
When you're down on this roadway, because they'll have access all the way down this roadway in the wintertime, they'll lay right down in here.
I think I've seen them from the road.
And that's
Yeah, we
south.
have. Yeah.
So the sun is low in the sky, but the sun is shining on this. They'll just lay in the sun. It could be 0 degrees out. They're laying.
So here we are in the back of the barn area. Now this barn and its farm used to be a dairy farm. Of course now it's no longer a dairy farm. This farm is for grass-fed cows, belted Galloway cows. This is organic beef, which is growing very quickly in popularity.
So here are, a bunch of cuts. There's a little loin roast. Some shanks. Sirloin roast. Rib roast. Boneless rib roast.
I should just text you, say I'm coming over, get some meat.
It's all, people contact me.
Okay.
Phone call, text, email, and then, based on what they want, it's like, when it's convenient for both parties. Whatever works. I mean, I've got people that
Country style.
I've been selling to for years that, will say, I want to get some stuff, and, we're...
Well, I hope you enjoyed this tour of a organic farm where the grass-fed cows roam the pastures freely, and they eat the grass, and then they're moved to a newer pasture regularly, and all they eat is natural grass. See, the regular cows are not supposed to eat corn. So this is the way of the future, I believe. There's a quiet revolution going on in farming, in the farming industry, to create a healthier cow and a better meat. And I've got to thank Jimmy Bulich here for showing us his farm and teaching us how the grass-fed cows operation works. This was quite a treat at the Pathfinder farm, and I must say, if you live in the upstate New York area and you like good, healthy, organic beef, then I recommend you look up Jimmy Bulich here at his farm, and he's quite a friendly person. He'll be able to give you whatever type of meat you want, and I can tell you firsthand that these cows he raises, they're the healthiest cows probably in America. And this is a growing industry, I believe. More and more farmers are going to go back to the old way, the old style in America, where we used to do things correctly. And today, the big farms that use the antibiotics, I mean, that's just horrible. So my hat goes off to Jimmy and his Pathfinder farms and their grass-fed cows, organic beef. That's the way to go. Thank you, Jimmy.